talk about confident autonomy, that's a term that resonates with a lot of people, but I want to talk about what that means super specifically, because I think it encompasses a lot of different things. And one of the most important benefits or aspects of confident autonomy is discernment.
Get your motherfucking kids off of Instagram, man. That's all I gotta say. It don't get no simpler than that, man. There's too fucking much going on. It's people getting killed out here on Instagram. It's people being sexually assaulted out here on Instagram. It's content and access that these kids are not ready for. We got grown ass adults out here that's not ready for some of this shit that's out here on social media. And it's up to us, especially in the black community, to hold it down, instill our kids and instill our young people with a certain level of discernment, and not to be running with this bullshit, man. Because even as an adult, you know what I'm saying, who I think I'm pretty, you know what I'm saying, set in my understanding of the world, this shit can be off-putting. This shit could swallow you. It can grab you and it can hold you, from the you know what I'm saying, pretty bitches twerking to goddamn all the money, the jewelry, the cars, you know what I'm saying, shit you ain't never seen before, shit you won't. And hey,
So in that video, Darian was talking about developing a sense of discernment, like what that means. How do we offer that to our children? And to me, I don't think that it's something we can teach. It's something we can model, and it's definitely something that we can support, but I don't think it's something we can teach. So here's the challenge. If we are saying we're raising free people, right, we're putting away those tools of oppression, which include coercion and standardization, then we got to look at the ways that those things are already showing up in our own household. So how would our child develop discernment if we're making all the choices for them? So I'll give you some examples of some spaces where we got to practice that. And that shit is hard, but we can talk a little bit about the benefits of that as well. So one of them was bedtime. Right now, I think it's been, I don't know, maybe 3 or so years since our daughters, who are now 14 and 12, don't have a set time that they need to go to bed. And if they're not doing a specific activity, they don't have a particular time they need to wake up. So that one felt like, at first, we didn't even consider that as we were unschooling and deschooling, because of course you got to tell them what time to go to bed. They'll just go whenever and they'll never sleep or whatever the hell. But it turns out that it actually helped our daughters, especially our oldest, get more organized, because without practicing that discernment of when their body is tired or what happens when they start feeling tired, they will continue to do what a lot of us adults do, which is run up on fatigue, run up on whatever our line is, you know, or try to wait for that second wind or turn to caffeine or whatever, to do what our bodies can do organically when we know what our boundaries are, right? So that's an example of how we can not willingly, but absolutely be participating in a child's oppression by limiting their opportunity to practice discernment. And the bedtime was one way that we did it. Screen time is another easy way, because your ass will be really uncomfortable with them, you know, watching the TV or playing the game for however many hours. But what it does is it helps them and you to develop discernment. Where am I pushing past my fear of what might happen versus what I actually am willing to observe over time? Am I reminding them what it means to look at their own boundaries? You know, so that discomfort that comes with practicing discernment is also a form of deschooling. So I wanted you to see Darian talk about that, pretty bitches twerking and all of the things that make us feel like, oh, this is exactly why I need to set boundaries for my kids, and to reframe that to say, or is this how I really look at ways to practice discernment? Do I try to hide the shit? Do I not talk about it? Do I warn against it? Or do I allow space for it? And then in that space, develop tools to use it as a way to say, hey, what's best for me in my environment right now, whether my mother or my father is looking or not? All right. course, thank you for watching. Share it, like it if you loved it. Peace.
Yeah.
I ain't do nothing wrong.
All right. Thank you guys for watching Unschooling Liberation Space.